to the computer. All right, good morning. We are going to start with some awesome Instagram stuff today. I did a great training on Instagram at Florida Realtors, and I really like some of the things that we went through. So I'm going to start right away, not take any time from everybody. Let's see this. Share my screen. Slideshow play from start. Here we go. All right, this is where I could get hairy. I don't know. Oh, Lord. Okay, everybody can see it? Yeah. Yes. All right. First things first, I want people to be able to unmute and talk to me because I'm not going to be looking at the chat box because God knows one more thing I open could totally crash my computer. So let's not do that. So here's a question. What account does everybody have on Instagram? Does anybody know? Do you have a personal account? Do you have a business account? Do you have a creator account?
I have a business account.
Business.
Business? What do you have?
Business.
You got a business? Okay. Anybody else? I need
Creator.
Okay. So first of all, you don't want a personal. It's very funny because, you know, Facebook and Instagram are owned obviously by the same company, same person, Mark Zuckerberg, right? So in my understanding, it was like, was it a good thing to switch a personal to a business account? It took me a while to make that switch because, you know, in Facebook, the personal account does so much better than the business account. That is the opposite in Instagram. In Instagram, your business account is so much better for what we needed to do than your personal account, because people can't search and find you and see all content if you're a personal account. There's different settings and privacy settings that are in place in a personal account that you don't have in a business account. So you absolutely do not want a personal account, but you don't even want a business account. What you really want is a creator account. So if you guys have been to some of my trainings earlier, well, we're going to do it all right now. Everyone's going to get out your phone. We're doing this together. This is an interactive training, guys. Well, let me make sure I don't have anybody trying to get in because I do, like a bunch of people. Okay, sorry, guys. I didn't see you. All right, so what we're doing right now is we're talking about Instagram accounts. What kind do you have? When Business Suite came out by Facebook, they first came out with the ad manager, right? We all know with the ad manager. Then they came out with the creator studio, then the business suite. Well, there's huge advantages to be using a creator account for your Instagram. Nobody knows if they're looking at you, what kind of account you have. So it doesn't matter. We're all going to switch right now if you don't have it. One of the advantages that I love is that when you have a creator account, you have access to all of this copyrighted free music, all sorts of content that's not available to you if you have this business account. So if you're using Reels, if you're utilizing some of their really cool features that they're now offering, it's not available to you if you're a business account, only if you're a creator account. And you could also set up your posting. You could do auto posting. You could cross-share posting, all from your creator studio, but you need a creator account. So we're going to go ahead and do it. So everybody grab your phones. Grab your phones. Open Instagram on your phones. It's easiest to do it on your phone. Everybody got it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On the bottom right-hand side, you have a little tiny face. Click the face. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Then on the upper right-hand side, you have 3 lines. Click it. Now you see you have a bunch of options. You want to hit the first one, settings. Everybody with me? Mm-hmm. Now you're going to scroll down to account and click that. Everybody good? Now we're going to scroll to the bottom. And what do you have in blue?
Switch to professional.
Okay, so hit switch account type. And what are the options it gives you? No, hit the switch account type.
Switch to personal account or switch to business.
Yeah. Yeah, but you want to be on the phone. It's easier. See, it'll say switch to personal account or switch to business account, whatever you don't have. I'm a creator.
I don't have either.
Let me see what you got. All right. Oh, you have a personal account.
Oh, how do I switch it?
Jesus, right here, my friend. Continue.
I just made it 5 minutes ago. Come on. Give me a break.
So you are what should we call you? What are we gonna call her?
Goofball.
Blogger?
No. Musician?
No.
No.
Education? No.
Entrepreneur?
Sure. Display and profile? No, done.
I think she's here.
Okay, everybody with me? Okay, yours is
Thank
still
you.
working. Oh my gosh, she didn't. Yes, what do you got, Linda? You got it?
Through my.
Yeah, let me see. Have it? Oh, no, you gotta go to Instagram. Open your Instagram on your phone.
Open it on the phone.
You have it? Yeah,
Unlock it.
sweet. Okay, see, this is the fun thing. If you're here, we could do this together. You hit accounts, switch account type. You see you have switch account type? Yeah, click on that. So did everybody see when you click switch account type, it's gonna say, oh, Joe, shoot, no, cancel. I don't wanna do that. It'll say switch to personal account. Mine says personal account, because I'm already a creator account. So if it says creator account, that's what you wanna switch to. So everybody make the switch. Make the switch! Woo! Thursday switch day. You are creative. You are now a creative account. All right, Miss Linda Fu, let's do this for you. Okay, but you're not logged in. You gotta log into your Instagram because I need you to go. Let's see if we can. Hold on, let's see. Maybe we could do it. There you are, Linda Fu. Hold on. Edit profile. Let's see if we could do this for you. Come on. Yours is weird. It's not like you're really. I got it. I opened it in your account. You had to open it in your app. Okay, and this one, settings. Once I do this, you don't ever have to do it again, so don't worry. See, now we get switched to professional account. Continue. You're gonna be an entrepreneur, because I think that's the best one for you.
I forgot.
You like it?
Yeah, you're being an awesome. Go take your shot.
Okay. Yours is being switched too. Once you switch it, you want to make sure that it goes. Is yours done switching?
Yeah.
Can I see it? Okay, because it could be a business account. And now I want to. Woo! Okay, now we're gonna make sure settings, account, switch account type. Nope, you're good. You're already a creator account. Sweet. There we go. All right, let's see, Linda, yours is done.
I went to next.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Press next.
Yes, there you go. Now we're gonna do this for you.
I keep seeing your face.
Settings, account, switch account type. You're it. You're a person. You're in a creator account. Woo, woo. Okay, is everybody with me? Is everybody now a creator account?
I'm on Instagram.
Okay, I can't hear anybody. Everybody in our group is a creator. So we're creative here. If you want to get creative, you got to join us in the creative account. All right, sweet. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Some of the big things that we want to look at and when you're doing, oh, Emily, you raised your hand. Girl, just unmute and speak up, my friend.
I have it as a personal account, but I don't know where you put it as a creator.
So what you do is on the bottom, it'll say, what did yours say? Start a new account or add a business account. What does yours say when you are down here under your account? Can you guys see this? I don't know the light. Let me turn that light out.
It either says switch to professional account or add new
Okay, click that.
professional account.
Click switch to professional account.
Okay.
Switch to professional account is going to ask you what you are. So we're all entrepreneurs in the room because they don't have real estate agent, and we're definitely not a couple of the other things that they mentioned. I might say artist, but I did not because I've done this before.
Dumb question. What name should you pick?
Okay, great question. So Maria Smith asked, what name should you pick? And here's a really important thing, guys. And this is, well, actually, let's switch over to the next screen, actually. This is exactly what we're going to talk about here. Your username and your name down here as it appears are the most important things on this page because that's how people are going to find you. Okay, so you have to make sure that your username or the name where people are going to find you has your full name as you can be searched, right? Also has your name as you are on Facebook, as you may be on Twitter, LinkedIn, or any other social profile, or if you have a Google business account, because if you don't have the same name in all these locations, you are killing your SEO. Me, my SEO is in the toilet bowl, which is okay because I'm not trying to find customers like you guys are, right? Because if you go to mine, it's broker_Carrie because I use that one for training, right? But it does say Carrie Prieto, but am I Carrie Prieto? Sometimes I'm Carrie Pollock Prieto. I'm a big mess. Like, who knows who I am? So you don't want to do that because that's going to kill your SEO. So if I truly wanted to start building my SEO, I would put everything under maybe a broker Carrie, or I would do Carrie Prieto, instructor, Carrie Prieto, broker, Carrie Prieto, right? So I'd make sure that Carrie Prieto always came up. I do keep Carrie Prieto and everything, but sometimes there's a Pollock. And see, remember, the computers are algorithms, right? So it's all, nobody's actually looking at this and saying, oh, that's probably the same person. If anything is different, they assume it is somebody different. So it's really important that when a lot of people set up these social sites a long time ago and they use this crazy handle for Instagram for some unknown reason, Beach Girl. Like, actually, one of the ones I like, she's Yoga Girl. She does some really cool things. But anyway,
I used to
but-
say Panama Girl or something.
yeah.
But
And
then people
if you
can't
wanted to
find
do
you.
Panama Girl, that's fine. But you better have a different name and account for business, because Panama Girl's not helping you when it comes to real estate
That's gone.
for a multitude of reasons, right? Like, you don't even live in Panama. So,
I did.
okay, well, but so you're with me. So does that make
Yeah.
sense to everybody?
And then legally, it doesn't matter when you guys are realtors that you have your name a certain way.
Well, this is interesting. Thank you for saying that. When you advertise, your last name must be exactly as it is in DBPR. When you advertise, okay? That is also changing now for text messaging as well. So your last name as you are, so for me, I am Pollock Prieto. So if I actually were advertising, I would have to put in my advertisement Pollock Prieto. I could say C Pollock Prieto, Kiki, Carrie. They don't care about your first name. It's your last name. Kiki? No, but maybe I should start it, right? Because it's kind of fun and I don't know, flirtatious.
Kiki.
Like, I think now my new thing is Kiki. No, don't call me that. I think it takes away a whole. I have too many names already. Thank you. Okay. Any questions on that, guys? So this is really important. Your username and the name here. And you also can put in there what it is you do. Now that's not, we're going to go back here for a second. We also want to talk about why you're using Instagram, right? Now, if you just use it for your own personal use, then have another account for a business account, because the point of this one is to get found. Right? And that's why the names must match for search engine optimization. You want people to be able to use keywords to find your pages, to create links, right? So the Facebook pixel that we all have that we've added to our website, when now you're a creator account, everything's linked together. So if they're rather looking at your ads on Instagram or Facebook, if they're going to your website, we're seeing it all. We're going to get really great insight on everything altogether. We want to be able to get people to follow us to build our brand awareness, right? But if they can't find us, how are they going to follow us is the first problem. And more importantly, and this is something that I always think is weird on Instagram, but we really want people to become leads. So it's important that we use a call to action, which is getting easier because now you can message, right? But we need to be putting a call to action into our stories or posts or, things that we can. We got to tell people what to do. Everybody clear on that? So then we have, we want to make sure that everything that we're posting is clear and simple language. We're going to do a YouTube class later, but it's the same philosophy, right? We have to think HDTV style, right? When you're going to watch and you're flipping through the channels, think about some of those fun titles, first of all. Flip or flop, list it, love it or list it, right? Like they have some fun little names, but they're simple. They're all super clear so people know what they're getting into, right? And it gets them drawn in. We tend to put posts out, especially if we do a house, and what do? We put the address. Nobody's searching that, guys. Nobody's searching that. YouTube, Instagram, they're not. You've got to come up with something different that could make people want to search. So we're going to talk about a thing which is a keyword searcher. I don't like to talk about anything you have to pay for. This thing you do have to buy credits for, but it's worth it. You can actually search to see what keywords are most popular. So you can start using those keywords because that's how you can use them as hashtags. You want to find people who are looking for the kind of content that you're putting out. But how do you know that? Well, there is some fabulous sites that we're going to look at today that'll help you. You want to be, if you're doing any kind of video, keep it short. YouTube long, we're going to talk about that. Facebook and Instagram short. About, a very quick thing to get their attention. And we want to make sure, again, that there's always a call to action because they have to know what to do next. That's really, if you think about what's a call to action, It's telling them what happens next, right? And if you don't have one, what are you telling them? Nothing. Which is defeating the point. You'll never get anybody to do anything if you don't tell them exactly what to do. A lot of people think just by putting your name or your email or your phone number, that tells them what to do. No, nobody's going to call you. I mean, nobody wants to talk on the phone, right? Let's be honest. You've got to say, for something, do something, right? You've got to make it interesting for them. Otherwise, why would they bother? Right? Make sense? So to come back to optimizing your Instagram website, this is what I thought was interesting. So this is a cool thing. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek about YouTube. YouTube is not social media. What? Does anybody know what YouTube really is?
Channel.
YouTube is a search engine. It is a search engine. People go in there to search content. It's true, right? Well, think about Instagram as a website. Don't think about it as just a social thing. Think of it as a website. So that's why it's really important that in your little bio here, that I like how she said it, what is your superpower and how does it benefit your customer? Again, it's all about them. So what is it that you're different, right? We talk about it all the time, your value proposition, but how's that going to help them, right? And then give them a call to action. So she says DM for a free Instagram audit. So I'm going to tell you that what I've done on my account, if anybody's looked at my account, I was playing with my account because, you know, that's what we do. And I did my little bio, real estate coach and broker, little emoji. By the way, emojis do really well. Don't even ask. I'm really terrible at emojis, but they do really well. Highly effective real estate tips to grow your business. DM for private meeting. That's what I put on there. Now, I don't know that I really want people DM me, but but I put it on there. That is the point, right? My superpower, what do? What are you going to get if you DM me?
Okay, newbie.
Okay, newbie, hit me.
DM.
Direct message.
But where does it come? On the Instagram? Do they call you?
It goes to your messenger because remember,
Oh, it's tied
Instagram
to
is linked to Facebook. So if
Okay.
somebody messages you either on Facebook or Instagram, it goes to Messenger.
Okay.
So yeah, and that's why I hate it, but it is good to have your Instagram Messenger having notifications if you are going to be posting things like that, right? Because the point is, you put out these calls to action, and then you
Gotta
ignore
respond.
people. Which I know I have done multiple times, usually on purpose, by the way, but but we all have to think about that, right? I mean, that is the point. That's what we want to do. We want to be able to interest people and making sure nobody's there that I forgot them, right? To get people interested to do something. So if they actually take the time to do it, we've got to respond and quickly. So it is good to make sure your notification for Messenger is on. Okay, newbie, turn that notification for Messenger on. All right. The other thing is, this is a really cool area here that I want everybody to start working on. This is how you can highlight your web pages, right? Your Instagram updates. You can put on here, she's got some really fun things on here. You know, she has different videos on here, podcasts, all sorts of really cool things. We could put lots of different types of content here. It gives you an opportunity to showcase it. So that is
How do you
something.
do
Does
that?
anybody? That is done through the profile. We'll look at that a little later, but great question. Yeah.
Okay.
And that is something that we
Okay.
want to make sure. But the thing is, you can't do it unless you actually have the content, right? So you can't put up stories on here if you don't have any. You can't, you can't, if you don't have any videos for the people to watch, you can't do the watch one. So if you don't have a lot of variety yet, I would suggest creating some variety first. And listen, you don't necessarily have to create some of these things. You can repost, right? You could use the repost app, take a great video from Sotheby's or whatever, a short one, like a video instant, repost it and say something about it, right? You could do that. Or you could start using the reel. The reel is an awesome, the Instagram reels are awesome. And now that you're creators, you have so many more options to use in the reel, making it fun. You could do an instant one where you take it Facebook Live or live, whatever, or you can do it where you upload the video. So let's say you created a video in Snapchat, because a lot of people like to do videos in Snapchat because they're fun. You could actually upload that and then add it to the reel. Yeah, so we're going to look at that too. Hashtags are super important in Instagram, but there's a lot of mistakes that she went over, and I was super surprised. She said not using enough. I had thought that you want to keep it to about 9 to 12. She says no,
Oh my
20
gosh.
to 30 hashtags, guys.
I don't
Now,
know.
remember, what are the hashtags? Those are the keywords. Those are the conversations that we want to get in, and those are the searchable things. So that's why we've got to figure out which ones we want, and then we don't want to have to recreate the wheel. So I'm going to go through how we're going to keep track of all of them. Okay. Also, make sure you're not just using really big popular ones. Like, let's say you just use luxury. You're going to get lost in a sea of luxury. And it's not just luxury real estate, right? Because it'd be luxury cars, luxury watches, luxury purses, luxury. There's a lot of things that advertise under luxury. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to have luxury on there, but make sure that not all of your hashtags are, so they call them micro and macro, right? So you want the macro ones. You do want some ones like Sotheby's, of course. You want some like luxury, of course. You want some like real estate. Those are big. But you've got to narrow down and get some that are more specific and singular. Investing, or maybe you want to do something about waterfront, living, or like a little bit more. Maybe even you mentioned something local in your local area, right? But you want to look at the keywords and see which ones are popular. Because if, let's say you put Lake Lizzie, I don't know why the hell they came to me, but anyway, let's say you put Lake Lizzie. How many people are looking for Lake Lizzie? Probably not.
Where are you
But
putting
chain of
it?
lakes, they might. These hashtags are going to go in your post. I'll show you how it works.
Like
Okay.
if you're on
You
the
have to do 20
website.
of them every time you post something?
Yes,
Oh, my Lord.
I know.
Or
You have
more.
to type them in?
No, you're going to copy and paste them.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even like if you're on the website. you can
Yeah.
type
Yes.
Canvas, Medical City.
Yes, exactly. Jennifer
Little
is saying
points.
if you're Lori Park, you do Canvas, Medical City, exactly. Things that people may search. But the cool thing is, I'm going to show you a website that you have to buy some
Seriously,
tokens. I'm
yeah.
sorry, but you can search for the keywords to see how many people are looking for those words.
Okay.
That's important. We might think they're good words. Listen, Loria Park, I'm going to tell you right now, is terrible. Nobody knows how to spell it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It took me forever to
took me
figure out
forever.
how to learn how to spell that.
Sotheby's was hard.
Sotheby's, probably another problem. Premiere. People don't spell it either. They miss up the I and the E, right? You guys,
Mhm.
I'm telling you,
Phenomenal. Look at
phenomenal. It's a PH. Right. It's so much fun when people are here in person, right? Like, I hate just being on the Zoom.
We're just staring at each other.
I know, it was horrible. So this is the thing, right? That's exactly the point. You have to understand what people are putting in to look for and what they can actually spell, because it will be, you might think it's a fabulous word, but if it is too complicated, people are not going to put it in. So we'll look at that too. All right. Now, this is also how you can research hashtags. You can go ahead and search. Look at this. She's looking for real estate. She's looking for different tags, and all of these tags that have real estate in it populates. How cool is that? So you go to the Explore tab, enter the keywords, and then search in the bar. See, right up here. Then you tap on tags, and then you can hashtag and put in the list of the results. So anybody using real estate, now what you want to do is you want to look at the ones that are populated that you think could be interesting. So did everybody get that? You might want to take a screenshot of that, because this is a really cool way to look at hashtags. I could tell you I'll send it to you, but the problem is these things are too big to send. That's the problem.
And, I'm one of those that will go watch your YouTube. Stop that.
But what's good about here is it tells you exactly how to do it, right? You go to the Explore tab, you add the keywords, you search the bar at the top, then you click on tags, which is so great. Okay, then, right, you want to look at the size of the group of the hashtag, which is really important. And you want to make sure that in your group of 20 to 30, I know, guys. I thought I was a freaking ton too. So I'm with you. But this is where you got to make sure that you have specific size goals. How big you want. You don't want everything in the millions, right? You don't want everything super big, but you don't want everything too tiny either, because what does that tell you about your audience? It's too small. But you can't have them all the same. So you want to make sure that you're kind of spreading them out, right? And use the low millions sparingly. Like that's the ones, like if they're too low, there's just not enough people following it. So it's not going to be a very good hashtag because there's really not enough people in your conversation, right? Any questions? We're all good so far? Now, once you get there, by the way, also let's talk about this real quickly. If you are, like, for example, she's got Scottsdale Homes up, right? Now you could look by, because she did real estate, she pulled up for her area, that's where she is. But if you were doing here in Orlando, you're doing real estate, you're doing luxury real estate, you want to follow also the hashtags that you're taking from, okay? Because you really want to make sure you're seeing the conversations that you're being added to, right? So make sure you start following those people. Is that good too? Everybody got it? All right, this is the thing now, she recommends, and I think it's a good idea, creating a little spreadsheet for tracking. Now, why she says to put it in a spreadsheet, you can start to see, and there's insights when you have the creator account, the business account does it too. But you can look at your inside of your post, and it can give you an idea of which hashtags are more popular, which hashtags are getting more traction. And so this way you can say, okay, well, which ones are working, which ones are not, which ones have bots, which ones not. And this way you can keep track of that. If you are not that focused on it, right? I totally get it. Maria's going, I'm not creating any spreadsheet. It's okay. You can just put them in a note. Just put them on a note. Have them in a note in an area, just copy paste them. Okay, so maybe depending on the types of posts that you do, so maybe Maria, if you're doing one a little bit somehow mortgage related, you'd have different hashtags than if you did one a little more lifestyle related, right? So maybe you have a couple groups of hashtags where a lot of the hashtags are the same, but you maybe just switched out a couple. You pre-create that one time. And then I would probably put a little name up here for myself, mortgage, whatever. So I know what the heck the group was about again. And then just copy and paste it. But to me, truly, I'm probably not going to do the spreadsheet either, guys. But if you're a big Instagram person, it may be worth your while because hashtags are really critical. They help you get in the conversation with people that, you probably wouldn't have before. So it's a good thing to do. But again, if you're not that committed, do it this way. It's a simple way to do it. Everybody good? Now, this is some great ideas for looking at the types of hashtags, right? You want to make them location based. So if you're doing city kind of thing, now, Maria, if you do stuff outside the area of mortgages, you might not want to have this, right? But if you're doing more lifestyle stuff, maybe you want to add the city in there. So these are some good ideas to start looking for when you're researching hashtags, to see what comes up, to see the number of followers, right? Because again, you're trying to get, you don't want them all too small. You want to make sure you get some nice big ones also, but not too big, right? So it'll help give you some ideas. I like the happening in. Now, I wouldn't put Loria Park, but I might check happening in Lake Nona because I bet you'd get a lot more there with the Lake Nona than Loria Park, right? So this is a really good one. If you don't have this one, you might want to take a screenshot of that. Okay, Reels, Stories, IGTV. What the heck are they? How do they compare? What do you use them for? Do I have anybody out there who's been using Reels? Okay, Stace, tell me about your success with Reels. How's it been?
They get shared better. Can you hear me?
Yep. I did hear you. Just put yourself on mute. Unmute. Wait. You just put yourself on mute. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. They get shared and actually they pop up on screens quicker. And I find that my responses are much faster. And because Reels are kind of a new thing for Instagram, is Instagram or Facebook, that they promote it more.
Yeah,
That's my experience.
I agree that the algorithms are better on the Reels even than the stories for sure. And certainly
They're trying to be like TikTok. but they
Right.
want to be able to share it. Mhm.
I know. It's so funny.
I
So
mean,
your
truly,
reel,
that's kind of what I think it is.
right. So, here you got some ideas of exactly what each of the things are, So you want to see the other thing about the reel, which I like, is that it's a permanent video, right? Unlike your stories that disappear. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Remember, the stories disappear, I think it's 24 hours, right? Your reel does
Mhm.
not disappear. So it's something that can be searched over and over again. So that's a really huge advantage of a reel over a story. I definitely think, to your point, that Facebook, they always tell you what they want you to use. And if they put something new out, they always want you to use that. The one funny thing is that IGTV, I've never seen great algorithms off the IGTV. Has anybody been using the IGTV? That's where you put your long videos. That's
Yeah.
where you can host your TV shows, right, if you will.
I've used
Anybody?
it
You have to with long videos. You have to
do.
with long videos, but something I like when I have like a new video of a new home, you can either break it up and like it has to be under 30 seconds, I think. If it's longer, it has to go here. But what I do like is that you have to put a picture on it. So you can choose your picture and people click on it and it goes right to the video. So
Right, like
you
the
can kind of
thumbnail.
pick. Yes, yeah.
Mhm. Rafe, were you saying something? Thanks, Stace.
Yeah, I've used the HGTV thing like one time.
Uh-huh.
I think, to Stacy's point, it's good if you've got like a really like long video. So when I used it for a pre-created Premiere Sotheby's video.
Mhm.
How did it perform?
It did okay. I think the reels will be significantly better, to be fair.
Okay, so
The problem is they're too long, and so not everyone wants to sit on Instagram and watch a 5 or 10 minute video or longer.
exactly. So really, the other reason I put this together here, because I want you to look at what we really have here, right? We have, how is Instagram, i.e. Facebook, competing with their competitors, right? That's what's happening here. IGTV, that's a competitor for YouTube. But I'm sorry, YouTube gets much better searching because it's really a search engine than IGTV. But how does that mean? Well, in my opinion, if we're going to put something on YouTube, we might as well put it on IGTV too. Build your presence in both places. Remember, your content can be used in a multitude of places. So if you're going to do like Stace, that awesome video you have on the pier with your hat, and that's a long video. It's probably like 5 minutes, right?
Mhm.
I would put that on IGTV, and I know you have it on YouTube, because that type of
Mhm.
content you could put in both. You could also put it on Facebook, right? But that kind of content should be used in a multitude of ways, because we don't know, will IGTV start getting some buildup? More importantly, will you start getting an algorithm boost for using it? So that is my point. I think, because I know how Facebook works, and I don't know this for sure on Instagram, but since it's Facebook, really, let's be honest, it's probably the same thing. The more you use their products, their tools, and you post more frequently and you get more responses, the more they will help you in the algorithms. It's an automatic like boost. So the more you use their tools and things, right, the more boost you're going to get. So that's why I'm going to tell you, don't just forget about IGTV. I don't think that a lot of people even go there, to be honest. But don't forget about it, because if you do, you could be missing an audience, and you could be, really helping your algorithm boost. Kendall, you have a question?
Hi, Carrie. Yes, I'm wondering if you can kind of speak to using unprofessional videos in Reels. Because I know with the Sotheby's branding and standards, there's been a little hesitation that, you want to have a certain polished look, but at the same time, there's that flip side where there's engagement with real life stuff as well. So I don't know if you have any,
So
recommendations.
excellent point. All day long, a Facebook Live, something that's done on the spot is going to get better viewing, going to get much better engagement, truly, than a professional video. As sad as that is to say, it's true. Not to say there's not a place for the professional video. I think the professional videos might do better on YouTube, right? But definitely in social like Instagram and Facebook, your Facebook Lives, your Reels, if you're using your own like real person, you're going to do better with that content. So how do you keep it Sotheby style? Well, just make sure the content you're putting out is good. That's the point. I could be standing holding my phone in front of a wall, but if by the way, I'm starting, don't hold me to it. This is not an accountability moment, but but I used to do this thing called Carrie's Quick Tips. And I was going to do a Fun Day Friday fun fact, but honestly, then that keeps me on Friday and then it always has to be fun. That's not really good for me. So, so I decided I'm going to go back to Carrie's Quick Tips, which are going to be short, sweet, to the point. I will be putting them on Reels and I will be using them on Facebook as well in those stories too. And I want to see it because I want to compare to see how they do compared to each other. But I'm going to give little quick tips about what's happening in the market, something going on with contracts, maybe a marketing tip, something sweet, short, to the point, very, very, 30 seconds, probably something like that. So I'm going to start playing around with this myself because I want to see the algorithm difference that I get as well. And I'm definitely going to be, just standing. I'm probably going to do it in Friday. I'll probably just do it standing in front of a Sotheby sign, that kind of thing. Because what's important is, obviously you want to be dressed appropriately, that's important too. But, what's really important is what you're saying. It's the content that you're putting out. If I'm putting out something of value, that is the Sotheby's brand, right? It doesn't have to be that I have this awesome, beautiful sound and audio and people come. I mean, yeah, that's lovely, but it's not going to perform as well on these social sites. Let's be honest. So to your point, Kendall, I much prefer going Facebook Live all day long. And I'm a one taker anyway, because I never want, I had to do this god awful, horrible video for Florida. By the way, everybody better vote for me, board of directors. I'm going to be sending it. Yes, I know. Don't even know. Anyway, I will. But, that video, I did it in one take. I really don't care. You're always going to come out better the first time. If you keep trying and trying, it never comes out good. And you'll probably be like, dang it, I should have just done it the first time. So if you just randomly go Facebook Live and save it, it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody saw it. If you don't like it, you can delete it. It's not the end of the world, right? But I'm going to recommend you do that because you have much better algorithm boost every time you do that. So same point to your Reels, use them. You can try to upload, because you can upload content in there. You could try to upload some professional ones. I'd be interested to see how they perform. I don't think they'll perform very well personally, but we can check it out and see. Maybe they will, maybe we'll be wrong, but we have to start playing with that. But like to your point, Stacy, Reels is really trying to take on TikTok, which is interesting, right? So I'm interested to see how the TikTok, so I may start playing a little bit more on TikTok with the same type of content to see which does better, because that's what I'm interested to see. Where is it easier to build an audience? Where is it easier to get more response and engagement, right? That's what I'm interested to see. I think truly Reels is going to do better than TikTok because people already have such a following. I talked about it just yesterday. It's a huge number that are on, I think it's like I don't remember. I have to open my social media slides, but there's billions of users already on Instagram. TikTok has not had that same kind of adoption yet. They will. It's a novelty. I don't think it's going away, but and I know some real estate agents have done well on it. So I'm not going to say that's bad. Sometimes it's better to be the first to the party, right? But I just think that you have such a huge opportunity of global reach in Instagram and Facebook because they do have such a following. So to that point, any other thoughts or questions?
Video.
What was that?
You can make am I on?
Yes.
You can make a video in Instagram I use it to make my TikTok videos, and then it sits on the platform of TikTok. It automatically downloads onto my phone. Then I go to Facebook Reels and I actually attach that TikTok video on the reel. So now I have it on two platforms, and and TikTok has a better, I think, system to put it together quick. Like 30 seconds, you can have a great video of music.
So you like the TikTok platform. Have you tried the Creator Studio?
Yes. Creator Studio helps where you can have one platform and see all of your social media. And
you
the
can
gigs,
actually
right?
create your reels though too. You can do all that there now. If you are a creator account.
It's been a year, so I haven't used it there. but I
I'll be
definitely
interested.
will.
That's your homework. I'm gonna make you
Okay.
try it on both and you come back to us and tell us which is easier. But it is about
Okay.
speed, right, guys? Because we don't have time to spend hours and hours creating this content. We want the content to be good, but we need to be able to do it quickly. So to that point, everybody create a TikTok account and start playing with that to
I
see if
love
it's
TikTok.
easier. Okay, Maria is the
It's
TikTok
addictive.
queen.
Be careful. It's addictive.
It's
It's-
addictive.
oh my God,
Uh-uh.
You can waste some serious time.
Okay, so here we are. This is the Creator Studio. We just led right into it, and they have so many cool things about the Creator Studio if you have not been using it. And one of the things I love that you can look through your content posts. You can test posts to see which would do better. You can look at all your analytics. You can see what things have posted, how long people have been watching, how many people engaged. This is actually this is a Premier Sotheby's off, which is kind of cool, guys. You won't have this, but I'm an administrator on our pages. So when the company posts things, I'll get to see how they do. So I get to see how a professional video will do compared to one that we do ourselves. So I will be able to see that stuff, those analytics myself. So that's another cool thing. So we can all see is professional, which one's better, right? Which one is, I think you need to have both for the consumer, right? For the customer, it gives a level of, I'd say professionalism to see the types of videos you have. You always want to use them. But if you're really trying to get some engagement, I think you're going to do better off of you going live. I really do. Doing a reel. I think you're going to get better engagement that way. If anyone disagrees, bring it on.
So a reel, you just can click on and do a live video real quick.
Yeah, or you can do it right there, or you can upload. Mhm. So that's to Stacy's point. She was uploading, so she created her little reel on TikTok. She created a little video on
And,
TikTok.
and it automatically downloads to your phone.
And yeah,
And then you're on Instagram, you just upload it and you're boom, you're done.
boom.
So this is the cool thing. Have you been in the creative tools to see the sound collection? This is cool. So at this moment in time, we're gonna go live. So let me stop. Yeah. Instagram is now, hold on, I gotta resave. Am I still, let me,
No, that looks like.
it is because Facebook is Instagram.
Yeah, that's good.
Jen was confused. Jennifer didn't realize. Can everybody
I
see
knew that. I've been
my,
told that before.
my computer here? Can everybody see my, my screen with the post?
No, I had
Yeah, okay. So this is a really, one other thing I wanted to mention, which I didn't talk about, and I apologize. So when you're in your profile, right? Actually, let's just look at my profile. Let's just go to my profile right here. You will see Linktree. So if you are not using Linktree, I highly recommend you do. What is Linktree? Linktree is your opportunity to create, this is a website, right? A landing page, because you only have one opportunity to put out a URL in Instagram. So, you can only send them one place where you're sending them. If you just send them to the front page of your website, I don't know what's going to happen there. Not really sure. So Linktree is free. You set it up, connect it to your Instagram, and it's so easy. You can create as many of these as you want. See, I did for your free 2021 luxury outlook. Click here. Guess where that goes? It goes, of course, to my website where I created the page with my luxury outlook, which will load. Slowly. It's gonna load. Come on, baby, you can do it. All right, well, here it is. Remember we created these luxury outlook books? They came from the brand. Oh my gosh, okay. And you could customize them, add yourself. It's an awesome book about what's happening in luxury. I'm gonna close that page out right now because it's making it really slow.
So
Love
when they
New
click on
Homes.
that,
It
they're gonna
goes
get
to
all of
my
those.
web. When they click on my link tree, they get my landing page. And it's the same if you did it on in the phone, it looks awesome right here. So if you check it on your phone and you click on the link tree, isn't that cute? Oh, you can also create a background now. They have some really cool things.
Carrie,
Uh-huh.
it's an app. Linktree is an app.
Linktree's- Well, actually, you can just do it right from online. But what it is it's like a landing page. That's all it is, and it's free. It's not an
So
app.
you're
do it from online.
using it to create a landing page. Okay.
Yeah, just go to linktree.com and then you're going to create a new
Mhm.
account. It's free because I'm telling you about it. And you're going to add that to your right here to your profile. So you see my cute little emojis? Are you guys impressed with my little emojis? I don't know. I try.
Emoji's important. and
Emojis are important.
Instagram.
It is. And text messaging, even in emails to get people to click to open, emojis are good. I'm just bad with them. But like half the time I can't see, what does that little face mean? Like, I don't know. Like, is that a good face? Is it a happy
There's so
face? What if I
many.
send some real sort of weird face? Like,
When I first
freak out.
started, I did that.
So- Don't be me. Just test the faces, okay? Love it. Look at this one. Love new homes. Click here to start your journey. Guess where that goes? Well, we'll see
We'll see.
eventually. To my website where I created the home about custom searches for new custom homes. Remember we created this? These are linked to my new home source. And it gives you the opportunity for them to create like an MLS for new homes. To receive information on the best deals in new construction, fill your information below. So of course I have lead capture here too, but if they go here, it goes into my MLS, which links to my new home source. I see everything they're looking at. So it's just like the portal in that sense from the MLS. So if you don't have this page and you want this page, get with me or I'll do another class on it. These are just widgets that we can add. It's a very simple page, but isn't that cool to add to my link tree? Right? How much is your home worth in Spanish and English, right? I got that. Relocating, let me guide you from beginning to end. Guess where that goes to? The page on my website about how to relocate with, if you don't have these pages on your website, get with me because we can get them on your website, no problem. And then start your journey. That does go to the front of my website, right? Because they could just start looking there. But what if I was doing a post and the post was about lakefront living in Orlando, right? Let's say I got all these great keywords about lakefront living because that's my new niche, right? And so now I want to create a cool page. Maybe it's a page with a search. It's just a search that I did from my website about this awesome lakefront homes. And so I'll say to see the best deals on lakefront, click here. And it's going to go to the page on my website where I have the search ready for them to look at. This is the way you use this Instagram with your website, right? It's a great way to get lead capture, but more importantly, get engagement. And you want to make sure your pixels in your website, because now we can see how many people are coming from Facebook or Instagram and going to your website, because remember, they're linked. So that is the key there. Any questions on that? Because you really want to make sure that you're using Linktree if you're not. It's a great tool. And then here's another one. This one's a paid one. This is another way, and it is a Chrome extension. Everybody know what a Chrome extension is?
Yeah.
Anybody not know, Maria?
I've
Okay.
seen it in class before.
Oh.
Poor Maria.
know.
I called her out just because she had the face. But you just go to the Chrome Web Store. So just type in Chrome extensions, go to the Chrome Web Store. And what you want to look for is this Chrome extension called Keywords Everywhere. So you type in that up here and it'll pull up the extension. Now this is what Keywords Everywhere is. You can look for all different types of keywords. I like the organic ranking, but you could do it by URL, by domain. You could do it by, this is just keyword data to see what keywords themselves are popular. You can analyze page content. This is a really cool site. The only thing is it's not free. You have to buy, what do they call them? Like credits. It's not a big deal, but you know me, I always talk about free things. So I am throwing it in there. It is not a free one, but I do think it's definitely worth mentioning. Get top ranking pages. Like these are things that, it's really good. If we're going to be putting money into an ad or we're going to put time into creating stories and posts, we want to make sure we're using our time wisely, right? And so we're getting in front of the best people. So using the last way I showed you to search under the hashtags, right? To look under tags. And then also checking here. I think you could come up with a really great group of keywords, that hashtags that you could be using to really grow your sphere organically. Okay, any questions on that one? All right, good. So now, here we're going to go. Let's take a quick peek and see, how do we get into the Creator Studio? That's a good question. First off, what you want to do is just simply search Facebook Creator Studio. Because honestly, it's a pain to find. I just, Facebook, what happened there? Creator Geez, I can't even spell. Studio. Thank you. And then you'll see it's facebook.com with this little thing here, Creator Studio. So when you open this, it will now link everything together. So because you have a creator account, you have more integration with this page. That's the beautiful thing about having a creator account versus a business account. You couldn't use the Creator Studio the same way with the business account. So this is cool. So now it's going to open up all of my pages. Everything is here. It's starting to open. It's super slow. Monetization. Ooh, it talks about your posts. It says how your posts are doing. It talks about your performance highlights. How many people did you reach in the last 7 days? How many people are following you? And you can see things that are published, pre-published. You can look at your content library, which is a great thing to do. And you can see that certain things, because this is the thing, guys, with a lot of this stuff, you want to see what trends, right? There's always going to be a trend in things that do well. So if you notice, wow, every time I do either a video or a post about XYZ, it really does, it outperforms the other ones, then you're going to start maybe putting your strategy a little bit more in line with the things that are actually getting better engagement. Because remember, what could get great engagement on my site might not be the same with Linda, which could be not the same with Jennifer. And the reason for that is simple. Does anyone know what it is? It's your audience, right? The people that follow me may not be the same people that follow you. And so that's what, like when people ask me all the time, Carrie, when's a good time to post on Facebook? I love that one because Facebook, more than any of their social media, has everybody. There's no distinguishing factor. Like LinkedIn has people that are all business professionals. You see it in the demographics of people who are on there. You see it in the income. You see it in the educational levels. Instagram has the millennials. I mean, yes, other people are on it too, but definitely by far, if you look at the demographics and the analytics of who's in Instagram, higher percentage of people who have taken college, of course, right? Like if you don't have a bachelor's, don't even bother, right? Like that's the mentality these days. You better get a PhD if you want to stand out, right? Yeah. It has definitely the age groups of the millennials that are higher users. Not to say that not everybody's on Instagram, but in groups, when we're looking at the analytics, that's a larger group. But Facebook, it's everybody. There's no discerning factor between education level, between age, between income level. Everybody's on there. So when is the best time to post? I'm going to be the legal hotline, guys. It depends. All right. It truly depends on who is in your group. Who is your group of friends? Which is why I'm going to tell you, when you do Facebook, you want to break your friend group into groups, right? So add friends, like all my Sotheby's realtors, maybe I'll put them in a group. Maybe I'm going to put all my moms that I work in a group, because I'm not going to post to my moms the same time I might post to, my young professionals, right? Because I'm not going to post to a mom group at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30. I mean, if I wanted to get buried so they never see it, sure, yeah. Right? But they're getting the kids ready for school. I'm not going to post, but I'll post at nap time. Right, for sure. But if I'm working with a young, like a young professional or somebody who's maybe got empty nesters, I'll probably post at 8:30, 8 o'clock. Because what do they do as soon as they get in the office? They look at their Facebook, right? Exactly. So that's why it depends. So that's what I'm going to tell you, to see what's really trending in your posts, because what could do well for you may not do well for me. So this is a great place. You could do it with your stories. This is cool. These are videos you can cross post. Now, Tasha, I was talking to her this morning. She's like, I don't have those videos. That's because I'm an administrator of these pages. But these can be shared immediately as a cross post, which is pretty cool. You have playlists. Series is awesome. I highly recommend you guys start doing some series. And when I say series, it could be a series of reels, it could be a series of posts, it could be a series of whatever. I like video, because you know me. But maybe you do a series of 5, like keep them short. Don't make series too long, because then people will lose interest. Maybe your 5 top sellers myths, and you start with 1. And then the next one is myth 2, right? Then you do your 5 top things that a buyer today needs to know. Poor babies, right? Yeah. And guys, this stuff is timely, because what a buyer needs to know today is not what they needed to know 2 years ago, right? It is a new brave world out there. Mm-hmm. Maybe you do the 5 most misunderstood things about multiple offers, I should do that for realtors, right? But customers do need to understand that, right? So there's so many fun things you can do. You could do things about, Lake Nona living, and maybe you do a series of the top 5 new best restaurants, right? And you do little videos with that. It doesn't matter what it is. Again, think HDTV. Lifestyle stuff will always do better. It will always do better. I have a great list that I downloaded of the top 100 ideas for real estate posting. Anybody who's interested, shoot me a text or an email. I'll send it over to you. It was just weird format to edit on there, but they had some cool ideas that I like, some cute things. So anywhere you can come up with an idea is a good one, but I love the idea of the series. And I just wanted to show you under creative tools, this is where you have your sound collection. So they have all sorts of audio now that is copyright free for you to use because you are a creator account. If you were not a creator account on Instagram, you could not use these for Reels because you did not have the access to them at that time. So this is a really cool, fun thing that is now available to you, which is probably why you were using TikTok, because they had that, right? And Reels didn't, because you probably, so this is a cool thing, and I highly recommend utilizing that. So we're out of time, but
Just quickly, can you search for a particular something that you want?
you could look for a mood, you could look for a time, you could check types of vocals, you could check genres.
Huh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep, whatever you like. Look, I don't know who that was, but whatever. So,
Okay, so no.
yeah, that was a good thing. Okay, excellent. Now we'll just take our wins where we get them. So I hope you guys all got something out of Instagram today. You got a couple tips and tricks. I know that you're all creator accounts, so woo, we got
Yay.
something done. Looking forward to Ninja next week. So there will be no training next week. As I know, Monday, those of us doing Ninja are going to be slammed trying to get ready for the week to be at Ninja. I will myself be there as well. Looking forward to seeing so many of you. And we'll be resuming the following week. I'm going to be doing the YouTube, which I've already sent the link for. So you'll have it in the calendar invite. So looking forward to a really cool, fun month of September social media. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Liz.
Bye.
Bye.